sometimes you need to take a step back and realize, what are my priorities? What should I focus on? Even though in life we're just constantly doing things, we're constantly just in the flow of life, just living, doing our obligations, what we need to do in order to prosper and grow, or even just stay afloat, just stay where you are. But at the same time, it's like we all have dreams and ambitions and things we want to do or things we want to achieve, and sometimes we need to take a step back and realize, what do we need to prioritize? Like, yeah, it's cool you got the big picture figured out. It's cool you know what you want, what you care for, what you desire to do. Then it's another thing, it's like you have to realize, what is the steps you have to take in order to get that ball rolling, in order to just make progress with it. Because if you're set back by other things, or you just push it away and try and start it, it's like it's gonna bite you later. Like, the best example I could think of is, let's say you want to start investing, right? You want to start investing, saving up money and things like that, being conscious of how you spend your money, but you're $2,000 in debt. So it's like, cool, it's amazing you got those ideas, the plans, but get that figured out first, prioritize that first. So it's like when you do start, you're not burdened by other things that would just eat away at you in a way. It would just pull your attention away and sort of just sidetrack you later in life. And you, for that example, it's like you have to get that paid off. You have to get that paid off, so it's a clean slate. You're starting over. It's not even starting over, honestly. But you're going, and then boom, you start. And don't forget in that meantime, obviously, to be learning and growing and just figuring out stuff about everything and what you would want to invest in that particular area or that particular example. Because it can apply to a lot of things. Another one being emotions, you know, and things like that, like, or even our thoughts. It's like we have thoughts, we have thought patterns, and it's like, in a way, you just kind of replace it, or you prioritize just seeing what it is that is bothering you at the beginning and changing it, seeing what you can improve on, because you're getting rid of the old in a sense and you're filling it up with something new, you know. And then after that, after you create this sort of structure for yourself, where it's like you sort of filter things through that don't necessarily help you in a way, where it's like, cool, that's cool to know, but it's not necessarily helpful, like, to the overall plan that you have. But again, I genuinely think just spending some time just taking a step back and just seeing, okay, where am I heading? Where is the direction going? And all of the above, just seeing where do I need to put my focus on at the current moment. And I could really just bring a personal example. Let's say soccer. That's personal to me. I play soccer, and I play, I guess, 3 positions at this point. Like, I can alternate between 3 of them or 4. So there's center mid, striker, left mid, and right mid, all sort of attacking positions. And it's one thing to, you know, train, it's one thing to practice, but it's like, it's not gonna help if I'm practicing my defending, because that's not the area I'm at. I'm attacking, so it's like I need to work on shooting, you know, I need to work on ball control, dribbling, positioning, things that matter in that certain area. Because it's like I don't know if you've ever just played like a sort of sports game, but it's like when you're creating your character, you'll see their stats are defined by what position they play. So in soccer, it's like if you see a center back who's 80 rated, it's like it's not really gonna take into account the attacking aspect. It's gonna be more so focused on the defending. So it's like you're looking at the stats, and it's like the stuff that isn't really important to that certain position, it's like it'll be lower rated than the things that is actually important. So like simple terms, I guess, is what is effective for you? What would make it best for you? What would be the best move for you as of right now? What do you need to work on? And this just came about as it's always been apparent to me. It's always been there. You know, after every day, every week, every soccer game, in the sense of soccer, but every day, just in whatever area or aspect, it's like, how could I improve it? Little by little, how could I improve my day? You know, I could spend less time on my phone, but what would I do with that? I can play the guitar. Or even so, it's like I can do this or that. Just finding out how to fill the spaces to create a sort of productivity that is fun for you. It's supposed to be fun. And I believe that's where it's like the most enjoyable thing, because it's like if you don't really care for doing it, it's gonna seem like a drag. It's gonna seem like it takes forever. Because when it's like something you really love, time seems to fly. You set your phone aside, you do what you gotta do, you look up, you check, you're like, wow, it's already been half an hour, it's been an hour. And at the same time, it's like it can be a little harmful getting lost in that if you have other things that you have to do too. So for some people, if they don't have that sort of awareness, like, okay, I gotta check, or even just lost in the sort of flow that comes with it, it's like it may be good to set timers, it may be good to time the things so that you get that sort of efficiency, you know, be effective and intentional with it. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, look, this is a side topic, but I am learning more about nutrition right now just because it's an area of curiosity, and seeing how different nutrients and other things just affect our body and the brain and just the development of our body. It's so interesting. I do want to share more about it, but I just want to have a better idea of what I want to talk about, and even so, a perfect kind of routine that I go by, because I don't necessarily have one, but when that just comes up, I will want to talk about that. And then like, okay, but so I eat, you know, and in that time after, it's about 5:30, I'll play the guitar for an hour. Boom, it's around 6:30, and it always varies depending on the time I get off of work, but it's always around that time. I just track it. Okay, now I go play soccer for minimum an hour. Depending if I'm playing with friends, I could be gone for 3. But it's just being aware. I want to get the guitar done first, because it's like the food is digesting and I don't want to start running while it's like still there. But I play soccer for an hour by myself, or however long with friends, because with friends it's just enjoying the moment, it's just having fun. And I get back, take a shower, you know, it's be around 7:30, 8 to possibly 10 even, I'm not gonna lie, depending if I'm out with friends or whatever happens. So, you know, I'm ending off the night, set my phone aside, grab a book. I have a TV and it has YouTube on it, so I just play some calm music and I just play music in the background, I don't really like song with words while I'm doing that, because I feel like I might just start singing along if it's a good song. Because I just want it as background noise, and then I just read for half an hour to an hour, then I just go to sleep, and I just call it a night there. And they're so kind of early sometimes, but there's obviously a little bit of space between those where I'm just on my phone just relaxing or something. So it's like, that's just a basic kind of routine that I have. Oh, I forgot, create videos once I get off of work, so that's why it seems so short. But there are still things I want to refine and tweak and just minimize the time I just spend wandering where it doesn't benefit me, getting the priorities straight. Because now, even on YouTube, it's like the content I watch is shifting away from just entertainment for the most part. Not completely, because I still enjoy some people's contents, but something that just helps me learn, see something that I may have not considered or that is interesting. Like during this whole day at work, I was just listening to a podcast, and it was about nutrition. Well, it was nutrition, sleep, and exercise, and why it's important. So it's just taking in information that would help me. And again, it's like for my day, it's that way for me, because that's how I live my life. For you, it's something different. For you, it is completely different. So just realize what it is. What's the big picture, and what are the steps to get there, and what do you need to do, day by day, just working on it. And time passes so fast. So you look up and it's been 2 weeks, and you're like, oh wow. And it's crazy how it all flows. But just work on what is immediately there, what needs to be immediately worked on, just so you can set yourself up for a better future. But I'll be honest, this video had hopefully something resonated. This was just off the top of my head, as I just felt an urge just to make a video. I was about to not make one, I'm not gonna lie, but I just wanted to. I wanted to, so I just started recording, and here we are now. But that being said, I'm gonna just leave it off there. Hopefully you enjoyed it, just something resonated, whatever it may be. And I'm glad you took some time out to listen. But, love you forever and always, dreamers turning dreams into reality.